Hi yet again, everybody in YouTube land. Well, um, back when my vision was really driving me literally very insane because of all the visual vertigo and the headaches and double vision and uh, horrible, horrible stuff. Um, I got an A in first semester calculus in college. How did I do that? Well, I had to get very creative because I had a very hard time reading a textbook. And sitting through those 3-hour first semester, I guess it's called differential calculus lectures, was excruciatingly painful and really kept making me physically sick because of what was going on with my then severe convergence insufficiency and visual vertigo and all that stuff. It was pretty horrible. And I think I only missed one class through it all. And well, now I'm going to have to go back and review all that stuff on limits and derivatives and all that. It's been some time since I took first semester calculus. I think I've forgotten most of the material since then, and I was just under incredible stress. Man, hair in my eyes again. What? And I was under incredible stress just to get from one exam to another. So I had to choose instructors that didn't require me to hand in homework as part of the grade, because I had a hard time getting the homework done because of what was going on with my vision and all that stuff that went with it. And well, the college where I went, their idea of disability accommodation for profound convergence insufficiency was to give me a note taker in print, mind you. For a severe print disability, a note taker in print. How does that not work? They don't get it. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. And a cassette tape. For calculus? A cassette tape. Calculus is very, from what I've gathered from seeing it, it's very visual in nature. It's really hard to record calculus lectures on cassette tape. So a lot of times I went to class just to be a warm body in a chair, because I had a hard time getting much out of the class because of how sick it kept making me with the vision thing that was going on that I had really bad at that time. What was my saving grace in all that? I checked out videos from the school library on calculus, and it was pretty much the same material, pretty similar to what we're studying. I guess limits are limits and functions are functions and derivatives are derivatives and all that. I guess it's pretty much the same across the board. I guess it doesn't really change much from, instructor to instructor or whatever. So I checked those out. And I was often in horrible pain because I had the then undiagnosed really bad dry eye disease. So my eyes were really dried out, and I didn't know it. Because nobody diagnosed it yet? What? Nobody diagnosed it yet at that time. Doesn't make sense to me, but it's the way it is. And I had that really bad CI thing, both at the same time. Real double whammy. So I checked those videos out, and I would sit and watch like one problem at a time, sit and watch that, because it's about all I could handle without really setting off a lot of bad symptoms. Just sit and watch it. And then I would lie down, literally lie down with ice packs on both eyes because the pain was so bad. And while I was lying down with ice packs on my eyes, I would have the tape rerun, and I would think in my mind, think about how the instructor on the video cassette was going through the problem while I was listening to the cassette. And I did that over and over again. Rewind and play, rewind and play, rewind and play, and the occasional fast forward and more fast forwarding and rewinding and playing and fast forwarding over and over and over. And then I focused really hard on what was expected for the exam, from one exam to the next. Focus on what I was expected to know for the exam. And I got those dummies books on calculus. Why? Because they condensed the material. So it meant less reading. And then I would take what was written in the textbook and condense it, to skim over and condense it, and put post-it notes in the margins. Little bitty one, itty bitty ones, little bitty ones. Kind of get the quick idea of what it was getting at. Because part of the problem I had with severe convergence insufficiency is really difficult remembering what I was reading. Really hard. Because it took so much effort to try to get through each paragraph, I'd forget most of what I read and have to go back and reread it. So I did that to try to avoid rereading. And I went through a lot of tutoring. I maxed out the number of hours that I could get with the schools, with the college's tutoring center. All of that was how I got an A in first semester college calculus. Now that I can see a lot better, I just have the dry eyes. Is why I blink a lot, because my eyes are very dry. So I'm constantly blinking because it's dry and it's trying to get more tears in her. It's just really dry and irritated. That's why I constantly blink. But it's not the CI so bad anymore. But anyway, so now I got to go back and review all that math. And I'm starting out reviewing, I reviewed elementary algebra. I am right now reviewing intermediate algebra. Then after that, I'll go back and review first semester college algebra, and then second semester college algebra, which is trigonometry, and then go back and review first semester calculus, and then go on from there. But I think what happened is, in my struggle and difficulty in learning mathematics, all those math classes, I struggled retaining any of the stuff I learned. It was just a horrible struggle the entire time. So I'm thinking a review is a good idea. So go back and restudy all of that. And I'll explain more in a later video why I want to go back and redo that math. How am I studying all that? I go into iTunes, into something called iTunes University, iTunes U, and go back over their free math classes. Anyway, that's how I got an A in first semester calculus with really bad convergence insufficiency, and then undiagnosed, really bad chronic dry eye disease. Have a great day, everybody.